After you have interviewed 10 customers, you will begin to notice an overlapping similarity among their answers. If you are fortunate, you will detect the critical reason why people are buying from you. You will find that as many as 8 out of 10 of your customers have the same reason in common. It may have to do with you, your company, the competitive market, advertising, or referrals and testimonials. Whatever it is, take some time to double check your answers with other people in your company, and even call some of your customers back to ask them again. Your job is to develop a clear understanding of who you are selling to and why they are buying. Your job is to develop a clear understanding of who you are selling to and why they are buying. This understanding can help you pinpoint your prospects. This understanding can help you pinpoint your prospects and focus on your sales presentation. This understanding can help you pinpoint your prospects and focus your sales presentation so as to dramatically increase your sales results in a short period of time. Not long ago, I was working with a major trucking company that had expanded rapidly throughout the southeastern United States. The company spent almost $3 million installing an extremely elaborate computer-based tracking system for the packages shipped on their trucks between the various cities that they serve. They felt that this investment would give them an edge in the marketplace and would dramatically increase their sales when their prospect customers heard about it. But for some reason, they failed to do any market research in advance. They spent the $3 million on the computer system, and then they advertised it widely and sent out their salespeople to tell their prospects about it. However, nothing happened. Their sales did not increase. In anything, their sales leveled off. The expensive upgrade of their computer tracking system had made no impact on the market at all. They called in a market research company, which brought their customers together in focus group. The focus groups would sit around a table where they are televised discussing different trucking companies and the strengths and weaknesses of these trucking companies when it comes to carrying freight from point to point. When it comes to carrying freight from point to point, when they asked these customers what they thought about the fact that this particular tracking system had installed a very expensive tracking system for the packages they carried, the customers responded that they thought nothing about it. They didn't particularly care. The researchers then explained that the purpose of the trucking company's new system was to ensure that if their packages were lost, damaged, or stolen, claims could be processed rapidly and their customers' losses could be corrected faster than that of any other company. How did they feel about that? Again, the customers replied that they considered that system to be a little value. When they were asked why, the customers replied, "We don't want our packages lost, stolen, or damaged packages faster than another tracking company that strives not to lose or damage our packages in the first place." The researchers then asked the critical question, what is it that you really want from the tracking company that you choose to carry your freight? Almost unanimously, the customers said, what we want more than anything else is that the packages we ship are picked up from our facilities by a competent, courteous, nicely dressed person who fills out the form correctly, and that when these packages are delivered to our ultimate customers, they are delivered by a competent, courteous person who fills out the form accurately. They are delivered by competent, courteous person who fills out the forms accurately. The answer was so simple that it took the tracking company executives aback. How had they missed it? What their customers wanted more than anything else was not higher technology, but higher touch. They wanted to deal with nice people at every step of the shipping process. With this information, the trucking company stopped advertising its computer system and started advertising and promoting the quality of its people. Their sales took off, and as far as I know, they are still growing. Why do people buy from you? Why do they really buy from you? If you are shy about asking your customers, have one of the other salespeople in your company do the market research on your customers, and you do the same market research on his or her customers. But do not spend another day out beating the bushes in these competitive markets without knowing exactly why it is you are making sales in the first place. The second part of your market research project is the flip side of the first. Phone 10 people who either did not buy from you or who bought from your competitors, and ask them similar questions. Start off by reducing their defensiveness with these words. Hello, this is John James. I spoke to you a few weeks ago about our ABC system. I just wanted to call you and tell you that I very much appreciate your taking time to consider this system, and I respect your decision to buy from XYZ Corporation, or to put off the decision until a later time. I am trying to be a better salesperson for my customers, and I would really appreciate it if you could tell me, what was the real reason that you decided to buy from XYZ Corporation? Or you could ask, what was the real reason you decided not to buy from me? Every product has its strengths and weaknesses, and it would really help me to know from your perspective what you felt were the strengths and weaknesses of my presentation. The answers will probably surprise you. You will be amazed to hear your prospects to tell that they purchased from someone else because they did not feel that you had a specific capacity, which you may have had, but you neglected to tell them. You will find that prospects decided not to buy because you failed to mention a critical part of your offering that would have overcome their final objection. You may also find that the reason they didn't buy was because they did not feel comfortable proceeding with you and your company. Sometimes they will say that it was the price. If they say that price was the major objection, ask them this. Aside from the price, what was the other major reason you decided not to buy from us? Don't be afraid to probe. This is a serious business. Knowing why you are succeeding and why you are failing is the key to improving. Most people are so paralyzed by the fear of rejection and disapproval, or the fear of criticism, that they will go to any lengths to avoid asking a customer or prospect a straightforward question. Your focus must be on becoming the very best that you can be. And in order to do this, you must get accurate feedback on your performance. Don't be afraid to probe. This is a serious business. Knowing why you are succeeding and why you are failing is the key to improving. Most people are paralyzed by the fear of rejection and disapproval, or the fear of criticism, that they will go to any lengths to avoid asking a customer or prospect a straightforward question. Your focus must be on becoming the very best that you can be. And in order to do this, you must get accurate feedback on your performance. Summary. Top salespeople are committed to be the best in their profession. They are determined to pay any price, overcome any objections, or confront any embarrassment if that is what it takes for them to learn what they need to learn to move to the top. By the same token, your ability to determine why your prospect really buys your product or service is absolutely essential for you to move ahead. It is only when you are crystal clear about the primary buying motivation of your prospect and the deep subconscious needs that your product or service can satisfy that you can begin to make better calls on better prospects, any better questions, focus on getting better answers, and make better presentations that lead to bigger and better sales than you ever had before. Most salespeople are in the position of the man in a dark room with the plug to the lamp in his head. In his hand, he is feeling around in the dark, looking for the socket into which to put the plug. so that the light will come on and the room will be illuminated. When you meet a prospect, you are operating in the dark as well. You are looking for the way to connect your product or service offering with the socket of primary buying need of your prospect. It is only when you get your plug into the socket. When you present your product or service in such a way that the prospect feels that it is exactly what he or she needs at the moment, that the sales takes place. When you take the time to think through and clearly identify why people buy and why they buy from you, you will be on the road to greater and greater sales success. When you take the time to think through and clearly identify why people buy and they buy from you, you will be on the road to greater sales success. And how do you find out? You ask them.